2023. May we have roll call, please?
Chairperson Dolores Rodriguez,
Present.
Vice Chairperson Mario Liscano,
Present.
Board Member Vittorio Puente.
Present.
We do have a quorum. So we'll go on. Do we have any public testimony? There being none, we'll go on to item 3, regular agenda. Item A, approval of minutes for September 6, 2023, regular called meeting. Commission,
I make a motion that we accept the minutes for September 6, 2023.
I have a motion. Do I hear a second?
I second the motion.
I have a motion and a second that we accept the minutes of September 6, 2023. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
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 And the motion carries, and the minutes have been approved as written. We'll go on to item B. Consideration and possible action to approve and update the Pharr Police and Fire Civil Service rules and regulations.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Hilda Pedraza, for the record, your Civil Service Director. We had sent out in the packet the updated Civil Service Rules, Chapter 143. Everything stayed the same, but there was one change as per House Bill 2782 that amended or removed the maximum age for police officers. There's a minimum, but now there's no limit as far
Okay.
as the age. It used to be 45. Now it's no limit. As for firefighters, everything stayed the same.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
Commission?
Well, I'm wondering what prompted the removal of the limit. You don't know?
It was as per the Texas legislator.
Mhm.
It was during a legislative session, the actual need for more police officers in the state of Texas.
Sure.
There was a lack of, I guess, police officers that had met that criteria in places where they had low population.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll go on. Do I hear a motion?
I hear a motion. I make a motion that we go ahead and approve and update the FAR Police and Fire Civil Service case rules and regulations.
I have a motion. Do I hear a second?
I second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
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 I just have one comment on that. And on page 15, at the bottom where it says failure to satisfy the age and physical and mental, it's just a verbal, grammatical error. Shall disqualify the applicant for the position, provided, however, that the applicant may, at his or her own expense, may. It's just remove one of the may. And then request that a board of 3 healthcare providers to conduct. Remove the to, conduct. And that's it. So item B has been approved. Go on to item 4, administrative reports. Do we have any?
Pilar Rodriguez, Fire Chief for the City of Pharr Fire Department. Just here to report to the board that we had a series of promotions within the last 30 days. We had 7 firefighters that completed their probationary status and were sworn in as full civil service firefighters. That was Miguel Rincon, Aaron Gutierrez, Juan Elizondo, Eduardo Diaz, Rolando Perez, Ruben Gonzalez, and Juan Aguirre. We had 5 that were promoted from firefighter to engineer: Jesus Gonzalez, Encarnacion Sainz, Catherine Cadena, Paul Chacon, and Moises Avellaneda. And then we had 4 that were promoted from engineer to lieutenant, Stanley Contreras, Isaac Molina, Ruben Vera, and Leroy Cantu. And so they were all given the oath of office, and they've all been promoted to their positions. We currently have 2 vacancies in the fire department, and we've got one applicant that we're finalizing to bring them on board. They're non-certified, so we'll be sending them to the STC Academy. And then we've got a second one that we've got to hire. The Civil Service Director has forwarded us forwarded us the last three names left on the eligibility list. So I think with this round, we'll be exhausting the list and we'll have to test for a new eligibility list for entry-level firefighter. Thank you.
Any questions for Chief?
Mm-mm. Thank you, Chief.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Chief.
Hi, Juan Gonzalez, Police Chief, City of Pharr. Good morning.
Good morning.
Dr. Puente, Commissioner Liscano, Chairperson Ms. Rodriguez. Just to report, we also had a few promotions take place within the last month. Daniel Leal was assigned to Deputy Chief. For Lieutenant, we had Ernesto Vargas. He previously served as a sergeant for our training department, training coordinator. And we had Officer De La Rosa now promote to the position of sergeant, Israel De La Rosa to sergeant. So as far as our supervisory staff, all positions have been filled.
Great.
We do plan here in the near future to also open again for the civil service test. Recently, we did already close our current test eligibility list, so we plan to begin to push that out hopefully by the beginning of next year, going into January and February. To continue to fill police officers' positions, like Mr. Liscano mentioned, there is a continued need on hiring and challenges on different applicants that we bring in. So I think that it definitely is the reason why I think that age limit was removed there. Also, just wanted to touch base. First responders tip, the tip for toys. We had a campaign going these last 3 weeks where we raised monies for toys that we're going to give back to the community, to kids. Want to thank all that helped and donated to make this possible, along with our business partners, along with Mr. Liscano, DHR, his and that hospital, which generosities and able to make donations that will help us pretty much give back to our communities and toys. So we have our main event is on Wednesday tomorrow from 5 to 9 at the Pharr Event Center, which we also have a second event tonight from 5 to 9 where we partnered with a entity to provide about 1,000 gifts. So it's 1,000 smiles. That's what it's being geared at. So other than that, that's my report. If I can answer any questions at this time.
Any
No
questions?
questions.
No. Thank you.
Chief.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
Go on to item 4. Item 5. Civil Service Directors.
I don't have any report.
No reports. We'll go on to item 6, Civil Service comments. None. I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Thank you for guiding us through all these meetings that we have had, which have been few and far. Thank you.
I also like to wish everyone a happy holiday and a safe new year. And just to caution, the use of alcohol is common, and unfortunately, because of its use, there's often some tragedies that are associated with it, especially during this time. So I just like to extend an added caution to its overuse this holiday season. So happy holiday.
Thank you. We'll go on to item 9, adjournment.
I make a motion that we adjourn this meeting.
Have a motion. Do I hear a second?
I second his motion.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And
Aye.
this meeting is adjourned. Time being 9:09.
9:09.